Character Strong is the wrong choice for character education. Woke school board members like Tom Edwards love this curriculum because it is rich in SEL and CRT and will soon be rich in pro-LGBTQ content. Not to mention that it collects data on our children. Mr. Edwards, before you can comment on Character Strong, the public needs to know your character. Number one, the public wants to know what inspired a gay, married liquor salesman with no kids to suddenly move from New York to Sarasota in 2018 and then run for school board only a year later. Number two, in regards to the mask mandate in 2020, Tom, you asked our attorney, Mr. Dugan, how do we go about breaking the law? This all despite the governor's executive order against mandating masks and against legal advice. Mr. Edwards, you went on and decided to break the law, mask our children, and risk costing our district $12 million in fines. Number three, in a forum of your liberal peers on August 2022, you, Mr. Edwards, announced that you are indeed a woke school board member working from the inside, the most strategic spot to make a change. But what kind of change? Calculated Mr. Edwards was a proud attendee of the QueerCon event held at SSAS School on September 2022. QueerCon was an LGBTQ grooming event targeting students as young as 6th grade. This despite gender transitioning for minors being illegal in the state of Florida. Number four, on at least two separate occasions, Mr. Edwards, you so proudly posted on your Facebook page about reading to elementary schools in our public schools. You have pictures of these children on your social media. We have a problem. Did those parents consent to this? Did Mr. Edwards even have a background check prior to reading to our school children? And most importantly, number five, I find it ironic that Mr. Edwards does not want to allow parents to walk their children into schools, but it is perfectly acceptable that Mr. Edwards, a gay liquor salesman and supporter of LGBTQ grooming events like QueerCon, go into our schools, read to our young children, and post their pictures on his Facebook page. Mr. Edwards appears to be a lawbreaker and an LGBTQ groomer. I'm calling for an investigation into Mr. Edwards and the details surrounding his working from the inside to bring about his woke agenda. This participation in LGBTQ grooming events and his reading to our children and posting their pictures on Facebook. I'm calling on the school district to send home notification letters to all families whose students were read to by Mr. Edwards. These notification letters should include that young children may have been inappropriately photographed and placed on the internet, and should include Mr. Edwards' background of alcohol sales and participating in LGBTQ grooming events like QueerCon. Mr. Edwards, we know what you are doing. The San Francisco Gay Men's Choir has already said it out loud. The gay agenda is here, and they are coming for our children. You call parents activists, when in reality, you are the real calculated activists working behind the scenes. Finally, I'm calling upon Governor DeSantis to remove woke school board Tom Edwards, as he is a threat to the innocence of our children and to the rule of law in our great state of Florida.
Bigot!